a baby is about to be born in Sheffield. A quarter of a mile away, specialists at the Children's Hospital are standing by. If the baby is stable, it'll be rushed over there and straight into theatre for a major operation.
Is this your first baby?
Yeah.
Right, oh, that'd be nice. You have that chair. But she's just shivering a little bit. That's sort
Hold the hand. There we are.
John and Tracy Maguire were told 4 months ago their baby, when born, would need immediate bowel surgery. Without it, the baby will not survive. But with prompt and highly specialised surgery, the chances are good.
No. I'll be starting in a minute.
Yeah.
You may feel a bit of pulling and pushing, but it shouldn't hurt. If it does, let us know and we'll do something about it.
Remember, I could hear the stuff. You may feel a bit of pressure. They're probably just pushing on your tummy. And remember that I said I'd squirt something in your drip when the baby was out. I can see a little head. You knew it was a little boy anyway, didn't you? Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, listen. How's that? Well done. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Scans in early pregnancy revealed a hole in the baby's tummy. All his intestines have been growing outside. It's a condition called gastroschisis, which affects about 1 in 10,000 babies. That's relatively rare. But over the last 10 years, surgeons throughout the country have had to treat more and more babies like this. No one knows why it's on the increase.
Yeah. All right.
Splendid.
Okay, you daddy. Right then, there we are.
It's all been covered up now.
Covered it up with cling film, okay. We'll get him upstairs and get him sorted. Before he goes to the children's, I'll give you a ring and you can come up and see him, okay?
I've got it. Brakes on.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to just take a seat outside and we'll get things sorted out? I'll be back to you now. Okay. Okay. Stuck for a while now.
That's Tracy.
She's all right, Tracy, but they rushed me away to fetch me up here. I don't know what's happening now. They're just going to come and let me know in a minute.
What's going to happen over the next 12 hours or so?
Well, they're going to operate on him straight away, I think. But I don't know whether it's going to be straight away. I think they said up to 12 hours. And I think that's the doctor who's going to perform the surgery on him.
He's going down to see his mother, or rather she's going to see him on the way along, and we can go as soon as they can be ready. So have we got the anaesthetist in? I think I'll come straight up to Children's and go straight to theatre and start organising things there. The ambulance is set to go to Ward 1, so I shall see you there soon.
Asa, A-S-A.
Yeah.
And what about the second name?
M-I-K-E-A-L.
E-A-L. Right. Boy.
What causes this condition, Mr. Dixon? We don't know, is a simple answer. The slightly more impressive answer is to say that while the baby is developing very early on, there isn't room inside the tummy for all the bowel that's growing, and it grows inside the cord. Sometimes that condition persists, and that you can call a hernia into the cord. If the sac, the covering of the bowel in the cord, breaks, you end up like this. That's the best. If you hang on to that, and then if you and Sean could put the towels on. Now remember, you've got 2 hands free, he's only got 1.
Yeah,
We're all kind of one-handed at the moment.
lungs on him,
It's got a very loud cry. You go to the 3 with 5 pounds 7.
5 7. Yeah? Oh. How long will operation take?
It all depends, really. The actual bowel content that was hanging out looked very pink, so it all looked quite viable. It's a question of getting it all back in.
Yeah.
And then stabilising him on the ventilator upon Wardwell.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Can't believe it's been inside you for 9 months, can you?
Really
I'll take one of these to show you Mum that.
Mm. Yeah.
Just go with the thermometer.
Now, I've now got to make my final decision about this. It's going to go inside without a problem. If I do have to do this, I have to narrow it a bit. I've proved the patency of that. All right. Okay, scissors please, I'm going to join it. Let me have a fluorochromic on a round-bodied. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, that is it. Right. Now we have scissors first. There's one little job to do.
The operation has gone well, but Asa isn't out of the woods yet. The next few hours are critical to his recovery.
Jack, Warren. Jack, Warren.
Lisa Flinders, please.
I sprained my ankle 3 weeks ago, and I did that playing football in gym with one of the trainers. I just kicked the ball and my ankle just twisted. I've been in plenty of times before because I've got Crohn's disease and it gives me bad stomach aches, and I have had one operation but it didn't work, so still carrying on.
Lisa has spent roughly 2.5 of the last 6 months at the hospital.
Ready to start?
The Crohn's disease that Lisa suffers from is an incurable condition. It inflames and scars the bowel. To try to control the spread of the disease, she's been taking steroids since the age of 5. But one side effect of the drugs is to weaken her bones.
I have to have my Weetabix this morning, you know. Have you had yours?
No.
No.
I'm not allowed anything. I'm not allowed anything to eat at all.
Are you not? Are you too fed?
Feed.
You feed, do you? I see.
Ah!
Ah! It's not gone there. Shall we try the other side?
I'm going to be mascot for Sheffield Wednesday tomorrow.
You told me when you asked me when I put this pot on whether you was allowed on the football pitch with your pot on.
Yeah.
And I said so long as you weren't playing, you could. Did it come out? There we are. Now then, how does that feel? Oh, you've got a rope on your foot.
When I'd sprained my ankle, I thought, oh no, I'm not going to be mascot now for Sheffield Wednesday. I've been looking forward to it for a few months, but I got it off today, so it's not bad.
Yes, I will explain that.
Oh, this is good. Right.
Jonathan Archer has just had a major 4-hour operation on his foot. It's the start of a long haul for him and his family. Months of treatment lie ahead.
Can I just introduce you to a visitor I've got this morning? This is just somebody who's going to be a doctor and he's spending a couple of hours just to see what us physios got up to. Jonathan's just having a correction of a club foot using this frame. This frame will help to twist the sort of shape of his foot back into something that's a bit easier to get shoes on and off and easier to walk on. But what we'll find is that his muscles could potentially object to what we're doing with the frame. So it's my job as a physio to make sure those don't object by showing Mum and Jonathan some exercises and some positions and perhaps even making a splint for the bottom of his foot just to support his toes. All right, mister, you've been using your button. Do you want to use it before I start? This is just a sort of controlled analgesia. When he feels he's got pain, he presses his button and he gets some pain relief, hopefully. Right, big deep breath. Turn your leg in. That's the boy. Now then, can you just pull that pillow out for me just now?
Over here.
Yeah. Right, and let your leg drop back down. This is very good. He's a footballer, this man, you know. So we've got a big job in the hands. Now listen, what boys and girls often say to me is that while we're moving your leg around initially, it does hurt a little bit, but then afterwards it feels much, much more comfortable. Because if you get into a position and you stiffen up, you're frightened to move out of that position, aren't you? And then that causes pain. All right? Big deep breaths. I'll have a wee word with the nurses, but I think that if he needs a pillow, we'll make sure that it just goes sort of underneath his frame here. Yeah. And hopefully help to stretch these muscles out here. Has it made the pain worse? Press your button. You've been ever so good, you know. You've not even shouted at me once.
If I get my football boots on today and start kicking the ball about this afternoon when I get home, it might be all right. Just do a few light exercises like players do for warming up. So, got to that pot off though. I kept making my other leg sore. We're banging it with it. I've got bruises. I had one. I've got one there and one there. And I scratched myself down the first day I had it on.
Asa is 10 hours old, but he hasn't been reunited with his mum. The maternity hospital still wants to keep an eye on her.
Jane, come back. Jane, come back. I've got to measure your head. 6.7. Good, well done.
All right.
What's happening on Saturday?
Right, my stop Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, you know they're going to lose, don't you?
No.
Southend are a very good team.
They're not.
Because for the day, they've hired some of the Everton players. So you don't stand a chance.
No.
They've got this excellent...
Well, Everton are crap anyway, because we won you 3-1.
So you reckon they're going to win tomorrow? Hi, Shane. How you doing? What is it?
It's weird.
Southend are pretty good, you know. Do you know any of their players?
No.
No? Well, they've just got Gary Lineker.
They haven't.
They have.
Haven't.
Gascoigne. Gascoigne's
I
playing
know
for
they haven't
Southend
got
tomorrow.
them too.
Platini.
Platini?
Brilliant player he is. Plays for
Who is
Southend. A
he?
local Southend guy.
Oh.
Very good he is. So I think you might struggle. Yeah. And they might think, hey, she's good, she could play. Because you're probably better than, what's he called, Warhurst. Probably better than him.
No.
I think you probably are. He's not very good, you know. Sorry, Lise. I hope they lose. Right. I better go, because my boots come off. Okay.
Right.
I hope it goes well.
Right.
Take it easy. Walk it, doing it with crutches.
No,
I can get you a pair
no.
of crutches if you want some.
No, thank you, Dave.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
All right. Cheers.
Ta-ra. I'm going to football match tomorrow. Yeah? It's a football. Football. Say again. Football.
Lisa was almost resident for a while. She wasn't actually a patient of mine, but when I was coming down here to treat the other children, she was always there. So after a while, I got to know her quite well. There have been times when Lisa's been very poorly and she's really been fed up and miserable, and other times when she's not so bad. But her drugs, the treatment that she's on, can have side effects, and they can cause weakness of her bones. She sprained her ankle when she was having a go at playing football herself. So it's going to be touch and go whether or not she will be the mascot for the cup game at Hillsborough.
Is he still on the same amount of morphine?
Turn down half a mil this morning.
I'm just looking for a vein to put in a very fine tube. That's how thin it is, and that's how long it is, and I'll feed in about at least a half of that tube all the way in, I hope, so that we can feed him intravenously while we wait for the bowel to recover. One of the reasons these babies survive, whereas they didn't perhaps 15, 20 years ago, is that we're able to feed them intravenously. These devices mean that you can feed a baby in through a big vein for weeks and weeks and sometimes months.
It's really funny not having him here next to you, and everybody else usually has him next to you. So it's just waiting to go up now and see him.
Yeah, it must be really strange because you do expect that, don't you?
Yeah, like everybody expects next year, and they all come to visit you and the baby, and he's not here, he's somewhere else.
It's moving, it's going in, but slowly. Those 4 dots there tell me that I'm in 20 centimetres, so that's probably at least into above his groin and into his lower abdomen. That is so we're probably nearly into a big vein, which is where I want to be, as close to the heart as possible, where the blood flows fastest.
Hello, hello.
They're for me, they're for Jonathan.
Morning, mate. How's it going?
It's not going too bad.
How much does it
John's already
hurt?
been to surgery.
You've had a turn, have you, already? He's shown you how to do it? You wiggle your toes? Let's see, look down there. The pin going through. Just take this off and give him a kiss. Eh?
He's been waiting to see you, Adam. Come on, give him a kiss.
Hey.
Hold his hand. He's feeling a bit rough. Feeling a bit poorly. They've given him some other medicine to counteract the pain and that won't make him feel sick because the morphine's making him sick.
Yeah.
Pardon?
You all excited then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you very much for making us welcome.
Pleasure. Oh, it's not a Valentine's card, is it?
Have a great day, Lisa. Love from Rosemary.
Who's Rosemary then?
She works at Children's Hospital. We know her well.
That's the most public insurance job you've ever seen, isn't it?
I'm sorry. He doesn't like this, does he?
Asa is making good progress. It's time to take him off the ventilator to see if he can manage to breathe for himself.
Not much down there, is there?
Okay. It is actually, yeah. It's attached to the tube.
All right, I'll just... Sorry, it's that. I'll just... There we go. Okay. Right. I'm just going to pop a little bit of oxygen on, just to... he seems to be crying quite strong. And then we'll just pop him in the head box and just leave the headband on for a short time, just until we're happy that he's okay. And we don't need to pop another one down. It's extremely unlikely.
Come on, then.
Come on. Here you go. Rick, it's 24 minutes past. How you doing? All right.
Yeah, I only had a pot to cop my foot yesterday night, but...
Where did you have up to?
Up to there. I had it on my ankle. I sprained it playing football.
Broke your ankle?
Sprained it playing football.
Sprained it?
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Take care. See you soon.
Yeah. Paul, sign program, please.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Do you mind having your... Oh, you just took it. Yeah, I suppose so. I never got one, two...
Thank you.
Oh, I'm excited in there. Yeah, I got Paul Warhurst. I didn't get Paul Warhurst. I did, Nana.
Verify I'm doing this right.
Not dying.
That hurt, Mum. You pulled on me. Sorry. It made me skin.
You're all right, we'll be done in a minute. Before, Jonathan's foot was quite badly deformed. The frame's slowly pulling it into a better position. I've got to turn these screws 4 times a day. Which way am I going? That way. I'm going that way. Down to 9 o'clock. Yeah. That moves the foot about 1 millimetre each day. We'll have to carry on turning for about 6 weeks at least.
Into the middle. 1, 2, 3.
Ah! Move the other way. There were so many times that he said, I can't take any more. I just can't take any more. When's it going to stop? And that was really, really hard. I know that I feel just an immense need to be able to help him and meet his needs. And it upsets me that I can't. And people do say that mums have a special bond. I only know what I feel. I know it has upset Kevin, and he has been equally as upset when he's been left on his own with him. And he's cried and looked straight in his eyes and said, help me, because that was the hardest thing, was if he looked me in the eyes and they pleaded with me to do something, and I couldn't do anything.
God, it's cold, isn't it? Cold? Yeah.
Just taking off his headband. He doesn't need it anymore. He's been very stable in the head box oxygen, so we're just going to remove this so he looks, you know, more like a baby for Mummy. Okay, sweetheart. The trouble with the headbands are they are stuck to the baby's forehead, so he's not going to like me for a few minutes when I just take it off. And he still needs to have oxygen at the moment, so Tracy's just holding the face mask near him, so... Sweetheart. This is obviously quite a stressful thing for Asa at the moment. He's not long had his ET tube out, and now we're putting him through the stress of pulling him around. So we'll just gently lift up his head. Oh, sweetheart. That bit's not actually stuck, so that's okay. Yeah. All right, darling. Okay. I'll just do it as quickly as possible. All right, darling, it's nearly done. Okay, all done. All done. Just a minute. I think you'll be right, so I'll just stuck this tube. Just stuck it in, sweetheart. Now then, do you look like Mummy or Daddy? Yeah, darling. He's done very well, actually. He didn't cry too much.
Wednesday at this side, so we run down there and straight to the car.
After the dressing rooms, they'll change over. You'll be in the right place to start with. All right. Oxygen for his face.
I just want to cry.